Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. We're going to give this one a try today. I'm a little bit under the weather. I think I caught a cold for Christmas, just being out and about around so many people and kids and family. And seems like I came out of the holidays with a little bit of a bug, so I'm feeling under the weather. But I didn't want to wait any longer to get on here and get another video up, mainly because I am backlogged with holiday generosity in the form of cardboard over here. This community and this hobby is one of the most generous that I'm aware of, and especially at this time of year around the holidays, you really see it. And I have felt it here in 2024. I probably have half a dozen or more Christmas packages backlogged here. I'm very terrible about getting through my mail, so in an effort to get caught up, I'm going to see if I can make it through today's video. I apologize for my voice if it's a little bit off, but we're going to do two gifts that I got to make a little dent in the mail stack here anyway, and then look at some pickups from 2024 that I haven't shown yet on the channel either. So the first gift was this great Christmas card from my buddy Jason over at Poor Man's Stack. It's Christmas, or it was, when I received this. No holiday would be complete without thoughts of you. Hope yours is happy. Merry Christmas, Poor Man's Stack. So I'll link to his channel below in the event that you're not familiar with Poor Man's Stack. But among many other things, he has gotten into buyback cards, just like myself, and he went ahead and did a buyback Franken set, just like I've done, and he's also collecting the 1979 top set in buyback format, and inside that Christmas card, Jason gave me a pair of buybacks. We got the Bobby Bonds from 1978 tops. This is a 2014 top 75th buyback, and then in the same sleeve, Ron Gant from my favorite set ever, 1990 Topps Baseball. So cool pair of buybacks there from my buddy Jason. Thank you so much, my friend. I hope you and your family had a wonderful Christmas also. I think I still have your buyback sheet, so I'll take a look and see if I have any 79s that can fill a hole, and maybe I can get you back. And then the second package that we want to look at today, before we take a peek at some pickups, comes from my good buddy Austin F. Many of you know he's had a couple of different channels here on YouTube, and these days he is a master collector of Colton Cowser. Has the best Colton Cowser collection that I'm aware of out there. And he sent me a great little envelope. I have not looked through these yet, but he sent this really kind note. Merry Christmas, Shane. I hope you enjoy these cards. It's nothing much, but I know one of them is a buyback you don't have. The other buyback you have is part of your 1990 Topps buyback set, but I hope it will also fill the number need for the master set or the Franken set. Feel free to distribute any of the cards you don't want or need to people you know who would collect them. I always do. Nothing goes to waste around here. I appreciate your friendship and have a blessed Christmas with your family. Sincerely, Austin Farmer. P.S. Sorry for the Tylenol you'll have to take from reading my chicken scratch. I'm always told that I can be a doctor because of it. Well, I don't doubt that you could be a doctor, Austin, but I actually found your writing pretty easy to read. I didn't struggle with that at all. So thank you for the kind note. I will keep that as I keep all of the notes and cards that I get from all of the wonderful people in this community. And of course, Austin included a nice little batch of cardboard here. And very fittingly, I have not looked these over yet, but it looks like we're going to start off with a Colton Cowser. I mentioned that he has become like the super collector of this player. He has an insane collection. Don't want to steal his thunder or anything, but I believe he's well over 100 unique Colton Cowser cards. Somebody who's only been in the league for, a year or two now. And this is a blue numbered to 150, which Austin knows I love, out of Bowman Chrome. How cool is that? And yeah, voice is failing me a little bit here, so bear with me. And then check this one out. Another Bowman Chrome. This is a standard refractor numbered to 499. In the lower left there, and great shine on those two. Austin, I did not own a single Colton Cowser card prior to getting this package, and I will definitely cherish both of these, not only because I think he's a player with a bright future, but because they're even cooler, having come from the collection of a good friend of mine and somebody who, like I said, has the best Cowser collection that I'm aware of. Austin is a fantastic friend. We talk almost daily now, direct messaging and just kind of chatting about the hobby, and love his kind of opinions and take on things. He's a big fan of modern cards, which I appreciate in a hobby that seems so heavily vintage. So let's see what else he sent. We got a great Derek Jeter here from Gallery of Greats. And I don't think we've ever talked about this, Austin, or that you could know it, but I adore this exact insert set. just because of the crazy foil and that nice like stippling in the background. These look gorgeous. And I have a small handful of these, David Ortiz, a couple of other players, but I've never owned this Derek Jeter, so that is killer. I am a Red Sox fan, but I'm not a Red Sox fan who is a Yankees hater. I actually really, really respect the Yankees franchise, and I'm a fan of that team as well. Check this one out, a Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor of Bryce Harper. Somebody who I really respect as a player, and I wish I had more cards of, so this is fantastic. And then we have another Jeter here. And this one, I don't recall at all. I was collecting. This looks like it's from, and apologies for the glare, 95 Leaf. This is a gold leaf rookie, Derek Jeter. I was collecting in 95. That's shortly before I kind of hung him up for the first time as a kid. But I do not ever recall having seen this card. That is beyond cool. Pair of Jeters in this package. And then here is a guy that I collect on the modern front, Shohei Ohtani. Showed a great Rookie Cup card of his in my last video that you will not see every day. And here we have a beautiful 62 Topps inspired refractor. Love that. And then if we're going to get Ohtani, how about Trout to go with him? This is inspired by the 1992, I think it is, Bowman design throwback here. And I love this photograph, kind of the follow through on his swing. Really, really, not the first time I've said it, but really hope we can see Mike Trout come back with a healthy year in 2025. And then to go with the Ohtani on the 62 Topps design and refractor format, how about a nice Mike Trout as well? Beautiful cards there. Much appreciated. This is fantastic, Austin. And then check this out, MVP Paul Goldschmidt, somebody who I also featured in my most recent video. This is a refractor of his Bowman Chrome rookie card. And I love that black of the Diamondbacks with the black of the design here. Really, really cool. And what are the odds of this? I kid you not, I grabbed these just off the top of the stack. I'm trying to go through these in the order in which they arrived. And Jason and Austin each sent me the 1990 Topps buyback of Ron Gant. That is incredible. Not a waste at all. As Austin mentioned in his note, one of these can make my buyback Frankenset. And then the other, I have numerous friends that I send out buybacks to. And I also have a couple of other kind of top secret buyback projects that I've been working on behind the scenes here that could fit into as well. And then here's the one referenced in his note. Check this out. BJ Surhoff, Future Stars from 87 Topps. And how fitting is it? I don't know if you did this on purpose, Austin, that you included a couple of, and I'm sorry, I think I called these 62s before. My cold is showing through, but these are 1987 Topps throwbacks, the other wood-bordered set, so my apologies there. And then we have a true 87 Topps card to go with them. BJ Surhoff, Future Stars for the Milwaukee Brewers, fantastic catcher. And I've mentioned this many times on the channel, but I love the Future Stars designation here. And this one is going to almost be a certainty. In fact, I believe, I will double check, Austin has my buyback Frankenset spreadsheet that I keep. And I think this is a card number that is currently empty in the binder. I have about 30 some odd slots out of 792 where there's no card present. And Austin has knocked it out of the park here. And we'll fill that up, one of those empty slots anyway, with that BJ Surhoff. Beautiful buyback from 87 Topps. Thank you, Austin. This is really, really touching. You did not need to send anything. Your friendship and our chats are more than enough, but you really, really knocked it out of the park. And all of these will be appreciated and filed away into their appropriate areas in my collection after the video today. And with the gifts out of the way, let's take a quick look at just a couple of pickups that I haven't shown off from this past year. Really trying to get cleaned up and organized here in my home office / hobby room. Here's a beautiful one. 2011 Topps Justin Verlander JV in the Topps Black parallel. These are really, really tough flagship parallels. They increment by one each year in terms of serial numbering. And back in 2011, they were numbered to just 60, as you can see here. And the reason I picked this up, I am a Justin Verlander fan. I think he's a top 3 pitcher of the 21st century so far. And I want to collect his cards, but I don't want to super collect them. So I try to stick to significant seasons. And 2011 was the year that he won his first Cy Young Award. And I believe he had the MVP that year as well. In fact, I talked about that in a very recent buyback video. So really, really tough Topps black parallel that I'm grateful to have, and my voice is really failing me here, so we'll try to wrap this up. I have one card on the hockey front. Check this out. An Upper Deck Exclusives Jaromir Jagr. This is kind of a late career Jagr. Of course, he started all the way back in 1990 with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and this is like a 2010 card, so we're like 20 years into his esteemed career at this point. The only reason he's not enshrined yet is because he's still actively playing overseas, but just one of my favorite athletes from any sport. And these exclusives parallels numbered to 100, which I've talked about many, many times, are really tough. Love the salute image here from his short stint with the Philadelphia Flyers. And this is one that's been kicking around for years, just waiting for an opportunity to show it off on the channel. So we'll get that one out of the way today. And then I want to touch quickly on my buddy Scott from Reindeer Studios. I've shown some of these before, but he's been doing these great Marker Doodle Monday sketches and cards, or was earlier this year. And I was able to pick up every single one of them. So this is the remainder that I haven't shown yet on the channel. This one here is incredibly special, featuring Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson, because Scott commissioned this for me. I asked him to do a drawing, a marker doodle of either of these guys. He surprised me, knocked it out of the park, and did one with both of them. And of course, I bought a couple of copies of the card that goes along with it. So this was one of the highlights of my collecting year, really focused on former Negro Leagues players in 2024. And to have Scott, such a valued and awesome member of our community, put together custom artwork for me that's right on that front, or that subject. It was just a home run. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, Scott. I know many others feel that way here in the community. And then here are the rest of the Marker Doodle cards. Jackie Robinson. I picked up two of these because I'm going to put one in my Z Folio album that I am working on for the Negro Leagues. And same thing with the one we just saw a moment ago. And we have a great Chipper Jones here, blowing a bubble. Love that image. Nolan Ryan. This one came out fantastic. Considered buying multiples of these, but I really tried to scale back. But I'm really proud that I was able to get at least one copy of every single one of these cards that Scott produced here in 2024. Here's a cool one. Big Train, Walter Johnson. Love the train image in the background, the locomotive. Super cool. These are numbered to just 25 copies. And you just can't beat the deal on these. Scott has knocked it out of the park. I hope to see these return in 2025. I think he's been taking a little break for the holidays. But here's Mike Trout, which goes nicely with that package from Austin. We've got Greg Maddux here, the professor. Love the equations in the background and those glasses. I mean, Scott's art is just incredible. All of you probably know this already, but the great Yogi Berra, just so good. I wish I had 1/10 the talent that Scott has, like just in his pinky finger alone when it comes to art, but these are fantastic. Gary Carter, the kid. Here's a Dale Murphy, somebody with a very, very popular hobby following. Fernando Valenzuela, rest in peace. You got the bull there. The backgrounds of these, Scott really puts a lot of effort into them, and that's not lost on me. Here's a cool one that my buddy Dan over at Old Sarge Collects had commissioned. Shoeless Joe Jackson standing in front of the cornfield there. Just fantastic. And then that concludes the Marker Doodle Mondays, but I know Scott put out a recent series on baseball movies, and when I saw that, I had to grab these two Sandlot characters. The Sandlot is my favorite baseball movie of all time, and I got Squints and Ham Porter here. Again, I mean, like all of Scott's artwork, just an incredible job. These are cheap, like just a few bucks, and if any of those appeal to you, I could not recommend enough checking out Scott's Etsy store, reindeerstudiostore.etsy.com. I'll try to leave a link below where you yourself can acquire some of his hand-drawn artwork and these types of cards that we saw over the course of the past year here on the channel. And then I'm going to finish it off with two non-sport cards. I've mentioned it before, but I'm a big fan of the Dave Matthews Band. I love live concerts in general and live music. I go to dozens of concerts every year. And they've started doing something cool over the past couple of years where they include trading cards at the merch stand that are small versions of the concert posters for the show. And I don't have the space on my walls or in my home to collect posters, but I love cards, as we all know. And I was able, very luckily, to catch two more Dave Matthews Band shows back in November at the casino down the road from me, Mohegan Sun. I have a connection there. a box office connection through a buddy, and we get free tickets to a lot of shows down there. So was able to catch both shows and picked up the trading card for each. This one here is actually the second show. It's a little bit tough to make out, but it says Uncasville, Connecticut down here, which is the casino location. Some great artwork. I love these. I wish more artists would do concert trading cards. Just a killer concept. And then my favorite of the two is actually from the first show. This artwork, being a show from a casino, is just perfect. Like, check that out. Dave Matthews Band. You got the Dancing Nancy roulette wheel, and really dig that one. These are limited in nature, so just 100 copies produced of each of these. You can actually see the serial numbering here. 74 out of 100 on that one from the Tuesday show, and then 87 out of 100 from the Wednesday show. So these will be added to my small collection. I try to pick up the card from each concert of theirs that I'm fortunate enough to see, and I hope they continue to do these in the future. I would love to add more to this collection down the line. But that's going to be a wrap for today. I think my voice is really starting to fail me here. Time to go pound some Dayquil and hit the couch. But huge thank you again to Jason at Poor Man Stack and my good buddy Austin F., Cowser Collector. Those packages were just so over the top generous. Much appreciated, and I hope both of you gentlemen had a wonderful holiday season as well. I'll be back soon with some more content when my voice allows it. In the meantime, just take care and enjoy the hobby, everybody. See ya.